Okay.
So if you would understand that like you understand it now, you might not have been approaching me that way about
Okay.
it. Right, the next point is...
No, I want to stick to that point.
No,
So the some that...
the next point
No,
is this.
I'm dealing with that point. The some that went by these names, which one did they go by on this sign?
What?
You said some of them went by these names.
No, I'm going to say to you again. A period of time,
Yeah.
say that 1800s.
Yeah.
Right, according to the record,
Right.
they were subjected to the people who used the vowels.
Yeah.
So they was forced to use these
Right,
vowels.
right.
But before
Yeah,
that,
I understand.
they weren't using
I
those
agree.
things.
So which one did they go by?
None of them.
When they were subject to use this, which one did they go by?
When they were subject to it, they went by those that are on there.
Which one?
Wait, I'm going to tell you. All of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
So your ancestors is
Not my ancestors, this is what you did. Some of my ancestors.
yeah, some of them. That's what I'm saying. Your ancestors that come from you, that you come from, go by Colombia.
What?
Colombia.
Listen, man, no, this is all European things.
That's what I'm asking about. Are you following? You said some of them went by these names. They were forced upon these names, right? Some of them.
No, do you agree with that?
I agree. So I just want to know which one specifically.
None of them.
All right, don't worry, bro. You said some of them went by these names. They were forced upon them. I'm watching which one.
But I don't subscribe to that.
I didn't say you did. I'm not asking about you. I dismissed you.
You can't dismiss me from my ancestors.
You dismissing you. You're saying they were forced by these names, but you're not.
But you don't accept that. You're taking it from this part of the timeline.
Yeah.
You're not taking it from way back.
We're gonna go back there, but I just want to start here first.
No, you didn't go there.
All right.
Listen, come with the truth. Don't come
All
with half of it.
right. Are you gonna answer my question or not?
I answered it.
So the some that were forced upon.
Yeah, that was.
Which one were they forced upon? Which one?
All of them.
Colombia.
Where's Colombia there?
Right there.
No, this I'm talking about the name.
No, I'm talking about this side.
Now you're talking about the side. All of this side, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is all of that is Eurocentric.
Yeah. Which one?
All of them are.
Which one did your ancestors go back?
My ancestors go back before all of this, bro.
Yeah, we're not asking about that. We're asking about the slave trade time period.
Oh, now you mentioned slave trade.
That's what we. All right, bro. You're not listening.
Yeah, that's
What are you
right.
saying?
He wants to know how can he stop sinning? That's the one question he's always wanted to ask.
Do you go to church? All right. So your question is what?
How can he?
No, I want to speak to my brother. Let me hear this brother.
How to stop sin?
How to prevent sin? Do you go to church? Did you ask your pastor that before? Why not? Did they give you a presence within the church where they make you feel where you can't ask questions?
No.
So it's open. So how come you've never asked that question? You don't know? All right. Firstly, let's identify what is sin. Okay, that's good. Let me get 1 John 3 and 4. Let's make it very clean on what the definition of sin is.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
You see what sin is? The transgression of God's law. So the first thing to answer your question of how to prevent sin or how to stop sinning, you need to first know what sin is. Now once you identify what sin is, meaning what? The transgression of God's law, what's the next thing you need to know? You need to know what God's law is. You understand? Get me Romans 7 and 7. You need to know what God's law is. Because if you don't know God's law, you don't know you're in sin. But there might be certain things you might think is good, it's okay to do, but God might consider that as a sin. He might have a law that prevents you from doing it, but with your ignorance, you might be doing it. Read.
What shall we say then? Is the law... Romans chapter 7 verse 7. What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law.
So the only way you're going to identify your transgressions, your sins, is by understanding God's law. Then once you understand God's law, where your transgression, then you're going to understand how to prevent yourself doing certain things. Read.
For I had not known lust, except the law had said, thou shalt not covet.
So the way we understand lust is now based upon the law that says, thou shalt not covet. So now, name me some laws that you're aware of. Come closer a little bit so I can hear you. Thou shalt not lie. Not steal. Not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. There's more. So now, That's good. What about the law? Get me Exodus 20, verse 12. What about this law? He didn't mention this, and this one is very directly on you.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother.
You hear that? Do you know about that law? Young sisters, you know that law? Read it again.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Do you obey that law? Do they obey that law, sis? Yeah? Alright. Do you know that law? Your mom said it the other day. What did she say to you? Right. So how do you do that?
Let's say you're being told off, you don't give back shout, listen, you don't get angry at them. It's like, showing respect. Just keep it silent, let's see.
Give me Ephesians 6 and 1.
Say like this,
Now that's good. If they correct you, listen, you obey them, you follow their instruction, right? Read this, Ephesians 6 and 1.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord.
So it's telling us to obey them in the Lord. Meaning what? If they give you, because everything they tell you and teach you is going to be according to God's commandments. But if they teach you something outside of God's commandments, if they tell you to, for example, if they say eat prawns, to eat prawns, if your parents teach you to eat prawns, which is against God's commandments, should you be doing it? You didn't even know that. Hold that and then usually you'll come up. Leviticus 11 verse 7.
Are you Jewish or
We're the Israelites.
Israelite?
Yeah, where you from?
Palestine.
Palestine, yeah?
You know Palestine?
Yeah, that's my land.
Your land.
Huh?
Your land.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's my land, bro.
For the Palestinians.
No, it's for the Israelites, bro. It's for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, bro.
Israelites go to Egypt.
No, yeah. How do we get there? We walked.
Moses
And then what happened? We walked back into our land.
to Egypt
Yeah.
and he was lost in
You man are in our land, but you're not in, that's not your land. It don't pertain to you.
Palestine. You stole it.
No, you stole it.
You are thieves.
You are thieves. Guess who the thief is? You are the thief, and the Jewish man in the land are thieves. You're both the thieves.
You have nothing to do with Palestine.
Nah, bro, you have nothing to do with the land, bro. Watch this. Now listen,
We are the original.
you are the fakes, bro. It don't pertain to you.
You are a fake.
Prove it.
Look at yourself.
Prove it.
Look at yourself.
Prove it.
You have
What do you want to say? Huh?
Palestine.
Okay, give me the knowledge.
You have no
Give me the knowledge.
Anything.
Give me the knowledge.
The knowledge?
Uh-huh.
The Palestinians been there for centuries.
Doing what?
They live there.
Doing what?
Canaanite. You know the Canaanites?
Yeah, you're not
You know
Canaanite.
the Phoenicians?
Yeah.
You know the Babylonians?
Okay.
What are you?
I'm an Israelite.
None of them.
We are the Israelites.
Israelites.
Man, visual. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? We're the Israelites, bro. You're an imposter, bro. That land don't pertain to you. The land pertains to the nation of Israel. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Give me that one scripture in Joel. Give me that Joel. Joel chapter 3. Let me get that Joel chapter 3 verse 1 real quick. These brothers asking, saying that, these brothers telling me that the land pertains to them. The land don't pertain to you. You are fraud, man. The land don't not pertain to you. The land pertains to Israelites. Read that.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
Who's the Israelites? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. God's going to plead with them for his people. Read.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
And that's why we are no longer in the land. That's why these men are filling the land. Because we were scattered during slavery. Read.
And parted my land.
And it was parted. One side you have these fake Jews, and the other side you have these Arabs. Read.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
These are the Canaanites that the guy was talking about. Tyre and Zidon, the Canaanites, these Hamitic nations, read.
And all the coast of Palestine.
And what this guy was talking about they belong to the Palestine. No, that land belongs to the Israelites. They parted the land. One side they put the Arabs, the other side they put the Jewish. They are not the Jews. We are the Jews. The Jews are black. Read.
Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So that recompense is yet to come. The recompense is coming upon their head real soon. Understand that. Read.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
So the Hamitic nations, the Africans, the true Africans, and the Arabs sold us to the white man. That's why we're in this land today. Brothers asking me, who are we? Who does the land pertain to? The land pertains to the nation of Israel.
Right.
And we are going to be set back in that day. Get me Isaiah 14. My sister, what country you from? Where you mean here? Where your parents from? Jamaica, yeah? Do you know the Jamaicans are the nation of Israel according to the Bible? How do you know that? Oh, but you can't just say that. You got to be like, you know what you should have said? Prove it. Why are you going to take my word? Because if you're going to take my word, you probably take another man's word who will tell you something that's false. Everyone that told you something, you got to tell them, prove it, my sister. You got to tell them, prove it. Don't just take a man's word for it. God said, let him be true and every man a liar. Let the Bible speak. Read.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Guess what? We're going to get set back in that land that was taken by the Arabs and the Caucasian man, the white man. We are going to get set back in that land. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And these other nations are going to be joined with us when we get set back. Read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And guess what? They're going to cleave to the house of Jacob. Read.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
So we're going to possess the Moab, the Ammon, the Edom, the Hittite, the Elam, the Arabs, the Ishmaelites. All of them going to be possessions in the kingdom of heaven. Read.
Possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
These nations are going to be servants and handmaids in the kingdom of heaven. Read.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
We were the captives of the Arabs. We were the captives of the white man. We were the captives of the Chinese man. We were the captives of the Japanese man. The East Indian man. They all had us in slavery once upon a time. But guess what? The Bible says they are going to be captives in that day. They're going to be the servants and handmaids. We are going to be the ruling class nation on this earth. Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
The Arab man is our oppressor. The East Indian man that have this festival are our oppressor. The white man is our oppressor. But guess what? In that day, we are going to rule over them. The so-called blacks are going to rule over them. The Hispanics are going to rule over them. The Native Americans are going to rule over them. We are going to be the top nation on earth, as it was meant to be, because guess what? The world was made for the Israelites' sake. We are the nation of Israel, the chosen of God. Read it again.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Because this world was made for the Israelites' sake. This is our world. Give me that in 2 Ezra chapter 6. We are the nation of Israel. We are the special people of God. We are meant to be above all people. We are not Nigerian. We are not Congolese. We are not Ghanaian. We are the nation of Israel. We are not Liberian or Sierra Leonean. We are the nation of Israel. We are not Cameroon. We are the nation of Israel. Understand that. We are not Yoruba and Ebo. We are the nation of Israel. Read.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Because we all come from Adam. You agree? We all come from Adam, right? Where you from? What country? Nigeria. We just called out your tribe, right? We all come from Adam. Read.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So there's a chosen people that come from Adam. We, the Nigerians, make up the nation of Israel. We are that chosen people that come from Adam. Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the Bible said the world was made for our sake. It was not made for any other nation. You see the white man ruling the earth today? The Arabs doing what they're doing, the Chinese man do. Guess what? The world was not made for their sake. The world was made for our sake. Read.
As for the other people,
As for the other nations, the Arabs, the white man, all of these other nations, the Chinese, Japanese, the East Indian. Read.
which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
What does God say about the other nations?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
The Edomites, who are the white man, who are they?
They are nothing.
Ishmaelites, who are the Arabs?
They are nothing.
The Moabites, which are the Chinese?
They are nothing.
The Ammonites, which is Japanese?
They are nothing.
The Elamites, which is the East Indian?
They are nothing.
How does God feel about the other nations, sister? They are nothing. So why we want to make them something? Why? Because guess what? You believe who's that? Who's that? Yeah, when you say that's Jesus, you made him something. That's not Jesus. Jesus is black according to the Bible. Did you ever know that? You didn't. Bring it out.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.